Also dragging on the Dow. We're down about 136 points or so. UNH, Amgen, J&J having a good day, but not balancing some of the negativity, mostly over earnings.
There's a look at CLF this morning. We're watching those shares under pressure today as well, after the company did report a loss for Q1 amid lower sales, some higher costs. Auto segment, though, remaining strong, and now 36% of steel-making revenue, and the company confident that the sector can continue to grow. Joining us this morning in a First on CNBC interview is Cleveland-Cliffs CEO Lourenco Goncalves. It's great to have you back. I got to ask why the auto end market, and it's not just companies like yours, it's semiconductors as well. Why is the end market getting so much attention?
I don't know. Good morning. Nice to see you again. We can only report on our own thing, and we continue to see the market, the main markets for us, particularly automotive, performing extremely well. Demand continues to be great. We are selling more tons and at higher prices to the automotive market. The consumer continues to buy cars. So everything looks good in real world, but I just learned that we can have a recession with low unemployment. So keep learning stuff every day.
It's amazing things you learn as a viewer. Is the auto end market largely about being about prices as we're inventory constrained, or is it more about the transition to EVs and how that changes the metallurgy of the automobile?
It's both. It's both. The transition is happening, and we are working with our clients, all of them. We are the largest supplier of every single major car manufacturer in the United States by a large margin. So we are supporting all of them in that transition. But let's face it, at this point in time, the demand is also controlled by traditional, conventional internal combustion engine vehicles. We are the largest on both. So we are benefiting from both sides.
What's happening on prices? I think you've been pretty aggressive at raising steel prices. What do you see happening going forward?
Look, we have a tradition in this business, Sarah, of having car manufacturers imposing prices to steel suppliers. We changed that dynamics here in the United States in the last 3 years, when we were able to acquire both AK Steel and ArcelorMittal USA, and we became the largest supplier. We have a much more mature relationship with these car manufacturers today. They understand that we need to produce returns on our investment. Otherwise, they would not have a supplier going forward. So this has translated in higher prices, and we are benefiting from these higher prices.
So where's the disappointment today coming from, Lourenco? The stock is down about 6%. Is it in the loss itself?
Well, we beat in revenues, we beat in sales, we beat in EBITDA, we beat even in EPS, even though it was a loss that was a lot smaller than the anticipated loss. We built inventories in Q1 on higher prices. So all this cash flow will start coming in Q2. We are anticipating debt repayment to the order of more than $1 billion going forward. So we are in fantastic shape. So the only answer I can give to you about why prices are stock prices are going down today is simple. I don't know. What I do know is that in a couple of days, when the window opens, I will be buying stock myself because the stock is on sale.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a finicky tape today, Lourenco. Talk about China both as a growth market globally and then as a supply market, and how that's altering the dynamics of your industry right now.
Yeah, we are very happy that China, as a global supplier, is no longer the global supplier, reliable global supplier that it was in the past. We are in a pre-war world right now. And in worlds that are in pre-war moment, we can't count on enemies to supply anything to us. So all this reshoring of manufacturing that's happening in the United States is happening for a reason. And the reason is we are preparing to a time that importing is no longer an option. We are at the core of this movement here in the United States as the supplier of steel for the key sectors, including automotive, appliances, can manufacturing. Canned foods is very important in times of war. So that's what we are envisioning in the medium to long term.
What about the price gap between steel prices in the U.S. and China? Is that sustainable?
First of all, there's no gap at this point. We are pretty much in line with the worldwide prices. We are not suffering any gap in prices. We only have this so-called gap when they dump. And at this point, with that.
He froze. I guess China's not dumping as much as maybe what he was saying.
That was the lesson. Great to have him with us, though. Lourenco, thank you. Appreciate it.
Up next on the show, the impact AI will have on